All right, such a big offensive performance as a team last week. How do you build off that in this matchup?
Well, we can always just come out here, get better, sharpen things up. So even though, we came out real dominant and put out a good performance, we're just out here, trying to get better and sharpen things up. We can always get better.
How tricky is it balancing the holiday week with having to play a game on Saturday?
Well, like Coach says, this is one of the most difficult holidays to, play around, and especially if you have to travel around this time. So being able to have a home game this week is real nice, and being able to stay here and, kind of relax and whatnot is real nice for us.
And a lot of the players on this team are familiar with Baker from the championship game. What have you learned about him this week that you think you can take advantage of?
Well, obviously we can't look over anybody, but there's definitely some things that we think we can take advantage of when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, and I know our defense is going to come out and, play well as they always do. So we just got to come out and play our ball like how we do and take care of business.
With Jay Green back, how does that help the offense, having him draw some of the attention, maybe open up some other things in the passing game?
Well, having that boy Jay Green back is, always nice, and especially around this time, playoff time, is when he really starts to get in his bag. So having him back out there is definitely going to be nice, opening things up for us and stuff like that. So it's definitely going to be nice.
So Rocky had his big moment in the first playoff game. Does that mean it's your turn?
Hopefully. Well, as long as we keep winning, it's going to be fine with me. But, yeah, I didn't have my best game this last week, but my boy stepped up and had a big game for himself. So just being able to, even though I didn't have my best game, knowing my boys are going to, be able to step up and have my back is just real nice for me. So been out here working hard this week to make sure I have a better week. So hopefully we take care of that.
Thank you. The mix, and to have this offense clicking like that, how much of a confidence boost is that for the team?
It's a big confidence booster. It just shows that football is a team sport. It's just not all about one player. And even though I play a significant role in this team, we have, just as good as backups, stepping in, filling the role. So I just feel confident that, that pretty much the whole team is good, and that, we don't need one player. We're good as a team. So
this next opponent knows you very well. What have you learned about the 2018 version of Baker this week?
They're a good team. Played them 2 years ago. They're a little bit more smaller than they were, a couple of years ago. But they're going to play hard. They're probably going to come in here with a chip on their shoulder because we beat them 2 years ago. And I'm just excited to get back out here this Saturday and get the W. So,
how tricky is it balancing all the Thanksgiving stuff with the game prep?
It's definitely tricky. I know we have the advantage because, we're playing at home, so we don't have to really travel and deal with the whole bus rides and all that stuff. So we definitely have the advantage, and I know Baker is going to.
They're a very fast team, like to spread the ball a lot of quick, short game. We're going to have to tackle in space. It's going to be something a little different for us. We haven't played a team, I don't think, with their type of speed. So, but it's something we're preparing for and we'll have to deal with. So,
to start the playoffs with such a dominating win and then to see so many other top teams get upset, what does that do for your confidence?
Well, our confidence doesn't change. I mean, we still feel like we're the best team in football. So, I mean, that obviously makes it a little bit easier trip. We get a home game because of that. So that was basically the main thing we took away from that.
Dealing with the Thanksgiving week and a game at the end of it, how are you keeping your focus?
Really just been used to it these past 3 years. So, I mean, it's nothing new. It's almost like routine.
Well, yesterday, Tuesday, was a normal class day, normal Tuesday practice, meetings, game install. Nice. Wednesday, not having classes, that we were able to go out and get practice in. And then after lunch, coming back for meetings and a lift. So, good day. Good practice this morning. Tomorrow, full padded practice at 9 o'clock. So that'll be one that's critical. So I got to get a good night's rest tonight and get back and focus and get better tomorrow.
What are some of the biggest things you've learned about this year's Baker team?
Well, they're a good football team. It's a great program. Somebody told me that they're like the winningest program in NAIA football. Got most wins or something like that. Right, SID? Is that right? Yeah. So, I mean, they've had tradition for years and years. It's a good football team. Played for a national title in 2016. They're fast. They got a big offensive line, defense that's very quick. So, yeah, they're going to be a good challenge for us.
How much confidence is on your offensive side of the ball, not just with Justin Green coming back, but the passing display that we saw last week?
Well, I think there's a great deal of confidence. I think throughout the team, in all phases of the game right now. But we're playing well. Our quarterback's playing with confidence. We're getting people healed up. I think we're peaking at the right time. And you're going to have to when you get this far in postseason, because everybody you play, it's going to be a challenge.
I think it was a couple weeks ago at the media luncheon that you compared this team to the team 2 years ago in the way that injuries slowed them down a little bit. You had that bump in the middle of the season. Are you continuing to see it kind of play out that way?
Yes, sir. I am. Differently. I mean, we've got our own identity. We've got different players now. A lot of different players, particularly on offense. We've had to adapt. I think coaches have done a tremendous job in adapting what we can do best right now. So, I think there's a lot of similarity there.